How old was little Bob Hursthouse when he decided he wanted to go all in on making people's American dream?
It's kind of an evolutionary journey. I was an outside kid, Boy Scouts, backpack, rock climb, canoe, kayak, all that stuff, right? So I'm always outside and always in that activity. I was a so-so student, and found myself in horticulture classes in high school because that's where so-so students go, and that worked out because I really liked it. But I went to college as a forestry major because I'm an outdoor guy, right? And I had an epiphany that hit me just before I sat in my first college class, actually the week before. And it was, what do foresters really do? Well, they manage tree lots or they cut down trees. And neither of those had a spark. So I switched majors because I was in the College of Agriculture and moved into the horticulture department, plant and soil sciences. And thought, okay, this is better. I know plants. I like plants. I've grown plants. And then I was really fortunate to jump into the landscape design curriculum a year early during my sophomore year. And I had a really inspirational professor, Greg Pearsall, who was at my university for 1 year when I was there, and then he left. So I took every class he offered, plus we did some independent study stuff, and that just got me off to the races, right? So I was really moving fast and furious from there. But that was a long time ago. That was and the landscape, there were great gardens being built, right, but not necessarily in every suburban backyard. So that whole thing has evolved to where our gardens have become more interesting and more complex and more detailed and more outdoor living is a thing. The backyard I grew up in, my folks had lawn chairs out in the backyard because you sat in the lawn, right? So I didn't grow up in a space like that, but we take it to a different level and we can build these amazing, amazing spaces.
And it's probably been, I can tell kind of from your education and the switching up and the growing with the education, you probably have to this day not stopped learning.
No, lifelong learner. Our industry has changed so much. The term hardscape had not yet been coined when I was in college. Landscape construction was rarely done, and plants change every year. The growers are bringing out new varieties of plant material every year. Our suppliers are finding, new crazy paving material they're bringing from other parts of the world. It's always changing, and we want to stay sharp and cutting edge, and we want to understand the things that really last, because not every new trend is a good trend. There was a hydrangea that came out a number of years ago that was called Endless Summer, but it didn't repeat bloom. The first generation 1.0 didn't repeat bloom. The new ones do. We changed its name to Endless Bummer.
Yeah, right.
So and on top, and to also stay on top of things, we teach. Myself, a number of my team members will lecture at a junior college or university or to our industry, and by putting yourself out there, you've got to make sure you're on the ball. You know what's happening, know all the current trends.